Why is allegorical art so confusing to decode? Imagine walking into a painting and feeling like you need a secret code to understand what it's telling you. That's because allegorical art isn't always straightforward. It works on many levels at once, making it tricky to figure out what everything really means. Instead of showing simple scenes, allegories use characters, objects, and settings as symbols. These symbols stand for ideas like virtue, vice, or even political messages. But here's the catch. These symbols can mean different things depending on the time, place, or culture they come from. For example, a figure holding a scale might representing justice in one era but greed in another. Artists often include subtle clues or details that only people familiar with certain stories or beliefs can recognize. This means you need some background knowledge to decode the message. Without that, the artwork can seem confusing or even mysterious. It's like trying to solve a puzzle where some pieces are hidden or look similar but mean very different things. Allegory is also a storytelling method. Every part of the picture is meant to tell a story or convey a moral. A woman might symbolize virtue, while a snake could stand for temptation. These characters and objects don't just exist randomly. They're carefully chosen to communicate complex ideas. Sometimes, the symbols overlap or interact, creating layers of meaning. That's why different viewers might interpret the same piece in different ways. In the past, especially during the Renaissance or Baroque periods, artists used a rich language of symbols called iconography. These symbols were well known at the time but can be obscure now. For example, the 7 liberal arts were often shown as scholars with specific items, but recognizing these requires knowing medieval educational ideals. Decoding allegorical art also depends on understanding the cultural context. Symbols from one culture might mean something very different in another. So, when you look at a piece from a different part of the world, you might need to learn about its specific history and traditions. To truly understand allegorical art, it helps to learn about the time it was made, the common symbols used, and the stories or ideas the artist wanted to share. This way, you can see beyond the surface and appreciate the layered messages hidden in the artwork. In the end, allegorical art can seem confusing because it's like a visual language filled with metaphors and references. It asks viewers to interpret and think about what they see, making each experience unique. That's part of what makes it so fascinating and rich with meaning.